All right, so this is the lesson for topic 13-3, and we're gonna start off by finding the surface area now of right pyramids. You've done surface area of right prisms, now you're gonna do right pyramids. So it's a little bit different, so pay attention.
The height of a lateral face of a pyramid is called the slant height. The symbol for slant height is a script L.
Okay, script L or cursive L. So this is the slant height. Remember, you've already been taught height of the pyramid would be a line going down the middle with a little 90-degree angle here. But now if it's on the side like that and it's slanted, hence the word slant height. Okay, so that's important to understand. Now, to find the lateral area of a pyramid, this is what you need to do.
The lateral area of the pyramid is the total area of its lateral faces.
So 4 lateral faces.
Suppose the perimeter of the base is P and the slant height is L. You can unfold the lateral faces of a pyramid into a group of triangles. Notice that the lengths of the bases of the triangles added together equals the perimeter of the base of the original pyramid. And the height of each triangle is the same as the slant height of the pyramid. You can form a parallelogram by splitting the triangles into 2 halves and putting them back together. The lateral area of the pyramid and the area of the parallelogram are equal. So the lateral area of the pyramid equals the base of the parallelogram times the height of the parallelogram. The base of the parallelogram is 1/2 the perimeter of the base of the pyramid. And the height of the parallelogram is the same as the slant height of the pyramid. So the lateral area of a pyramid equals 1/2 the perimeter of its base P times its slant height L.
And sometimes you can write that if you want to, which is I choose to, is I put P over 2 and then L. So P times L and then divided by 2 is basically what you're doing. This is just teaching you how to find the lateral area, okay? And now once you know how to find lateral area, it's the same idea where, as in prism, where you have to now find the whole surface area.
The surface area of a pyramid equals the lateral area,
which is the one that we found just earlier. P times L divided by 2. So that's going to be that part, P times L divided by 2.
plus the area of the base.
So now you also have to find the area of the base, which happens to be a rectangle.
Or SA equals LA plus B.
And you know how to find the area of the base of a rectangle. It's just length times width. So if you know this number and this number, multiply them together, you have your base. And then you find the perimeter, okay? And multiply it by the slant height, and then divide it by 2, and then you have the lateral area. All right, so let's see this in action here. So it says, what is the surface area of the square pyramid? Okay, so let's have a look at the solution. Square pyramid means that the length and the width are both going to be 12, right? So we can do S squared, or length times width, either one. So the first thing again is find the lateral area like we were working on before, okay? Remembering that it's P times L divided by 2. So I would go 48 times 10 is 480 and divide it by 2, and you get 240, okay? Then the second step is find the area of the base. So the area of the base, this because it's a square, it's a 12 by 12 base, so S squared, and if it was a rectangle, it would be length times width, but since it's a square, it's S squared. 12 times 12 is 144. So now you have to find the surface area by just adding the 2 together, 384, okay? You can pause and make sure that they're getting the notes down, and go from there. All right. So So here is your turn now, which is in your book. You can go ahead and do this. Solve it. Press pause now. Let them solve it in their books, and then come back and you can show them the solution, and here it is. Okay, so we're going to use step 1, find the lateral area. So P times L divided by 2. 40 times 11. Why is it 40? Because 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40. Times the 11 slant height divided by 2 is 220. The base is a square, so 10 by 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. Add the two together and you get 320. Okay, so you can pause that for them, slow it down, and let them write down the correct answer if they didn't get it. All right, part 2. Here's Miss Adventure again. So Miss Adventure brought home an assortment of tea from India. To the nearest square inch, how much cardboard was used to make the regular triangular pyramid package? So now the base is a triangle, so we're going to have to use the formula base times height divided by 2 for the big base. And we can still do the lateral area, which is finding the perimeter, multiplying it by the 3 inches, which is the slant height, okay, and then solving. And so this is what it looks like. You have, again, lateral area equals PL divided by 2. 4.2, how did we get that? 1.4 plus 1.4 plus 1.4 times 3, which is the slant height, gives you 6.3. Once you multiply it and divide by 2, you get 6.3. Now you find the base. Base for a triangle is base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 base times height. So we're going to use 1.4, and this time we're going to use the 1.2 because we need the height of the base of the triangle. Okay, so you multiply those two together and divide by 2, and you get your answer, 0.84. Now you take the 6.3 and the 0.84 and add them together for the final 7.14. Okay, and so that's how you would solve that. Now we're going to go to the next example, and this is in your book. And so to the nearest square foot, what is the surface area of the regular triangular pyramid? So you're going to use your formula. Surface area equals lateral area plus the base. There's only one base now. And make sure that you use the 5.2 as your slant height. Oh, look at, they're both 5.2. And so this 5.2 will be for the base of the pyramid. Okay? And so this is 6 feet, 6 feet, and 6 feet to help you out. So go ahead and press pause and let them go ahead and do that question. And the answer will be right here. And again, you can pause it on this part of the video, let them see it. But basically, you got 18, because 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, times 5.2, divided by 2, it's actually this 5.2 we're using, is 46.8 when you divide it by 2. And the base is base times height, so 6 times 5.2 divided by 2 gives you 15.6. So now we add those two together, and you get 62.4. So that's the answer you should have got. All right. And let's have a quick look at number 3. What conclusions can you draw about a triangular pyramid if the height of the base is equal to the slant height? It just means that the good news, there's actually, I'll just quickly show you this. You conclude that all the faces of the triangle are called equilateral triangles. No worries, they're equilateral triangles. You're not going to see this on a test, so don't even worry about it. Okay? Part 3. And of course, hexagonal, right? So to the nearest square foot, how much fabric was used to make the tent? Okay, so fabric to make the tent, you have to think about this. Is it going to her tent is the shape of a regular hexagonal pyramid, so we know that there's a bunch of triangles in there, okay? And what they've given you is the slant height. They've given you the height of one of the triangles, okay? And they've given you the base, so now you can do base times height divided by 2, multiply it by 6. And here's what it looks like when you do the solution. Okay, so we have 21. Where do we get 21? Well, 3.5 times 6 is 21. Where do we get the 5? Well, that would be the slant height, 5. Okay, we multiply those two numbers and divide by 2 and we get 52.5. Then we have to find, for one of the triangles, it's base times height divided by 2. When we find one of them, we're going to multiply it by 6 because a hexagonal base is going to have 6 triangles in it. So base times height divided by 2, 3.5 times 3 divided by 2 times 6 is going to give you 31.5. And then you just add the 52.5 and the 31.5 together, and you get your answer, which is 84. All right? And now I'm going to ask you to go to the second part and go ahead and do this question. Okay? Teacher can pause it. Your slant height is 9. Your little b base of the triangle is 7. The height of the triangle on the bottom is 6.1. And you're going to use those formulas. So go ahead and try and work that out. And then when you come back, you'll see the solution. And here is the solution. So again, 1/2 PL, or PL divided by 2. Where do we get 42? 7 times 6, 42. Slant height 9. Multiply them together, divide by 2. We get 189. All right, then we're going to go to the next part, the area of the triangle. Okay, we have 7 times 6.1 divided by 2 multiplied by 6 gives you 128.1. I might be going fast, but the teacher can slow it down and let you look at this. And then when you add those two numbers together, the 189 and the 128.1, you get 317.1. And we're going to stop there. So that's the end of the